Hello, this is The Whole Traveler, and today we are talking about Montreal. Montreal has to be one of the most magical and exciting cities in all of North America. It's got that savoir-faire, that je ne sais quoi, and so much more. Check out the adventures in the heart of French Canada in our 4-series playlist, Magical Montreal, or Montreal Magique, as we explore so much of the art, food, culture, history, architecture, and natural wonders that make Montreal such a special place. We stayed at the Omni Hotel in downtown Montreal on Sherbrooke Avenue, which is a super swanky street. I booked the Omni through the American Express travel portal, which gave me a ton of perks that made this stay a little more special, which I'll share with you in a minute. The lobby is elegant with marble and an understated sophistication, which I also appreciated. Here you'll find the front desk and concierge, obviously. Alongside the lobby is Alice, the bar and lounge, which I also loved. It's cozy but elegant, and it's quite the place to be during the afternoon, apparently. This place fills up with people drinking, laughing, and having a good time. It's all good vibes. Like I mentioned before, with my Amex Platinum and through the Amex travel portal, in booking this room, I was able to get early check-in, comp breakfasts, an upgrade to our room, and of course a late checkout, but we didn't need that because we had an early morning departure. But it's nice to have if you need it. Oh, and I also got 5 times the Amex points on the final bill, which is another big reason why I chose the Omni over the Sofitel. The prices were somewhat comparable, but all the benefits kind of put Omni over. We also got a view of the city and were put on the 25th floor, which excited me. All right, we are inside. This is like a little mini lobby area with a nice little Japanese artwork over here. And then we get into the room. Now, the money maker of this room is not the furnishings here, although that's a really nice huge bed. It's a nice king bed, but it is the view. Look at this view. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can get a pan. That's the widest it's gonna go. Okay, but look at this view. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. We are in the heart of downtown Montreal, and you have just this really stunning aerial perspective. Oh my goodness, you can see the Tower of Montreal in the distance. Let me see if I can get it for you. Can you see it in that distance? It's that little stick. It's very clear for me. Maybe it'll come through. Hopefully it will on screen. Oh, it's starting to focus now. So you can see that little, almost like a stick coming out. That's the Tower of Montreal. And then you also have some other really nice features too in the distance. You have this castle. I don't know what this castle is, but I'm gonna find out. And then of course you have the Parc Montreal, which is kind of like their Central Park. Really grand, really beautiful, and of course we are in just the heart of downtown Montreal. So beautiful. There's the Sofitel and that kind of turquoise colored glass, which is really pretty. We stayed there last time. That was really nice too. So yeah, here's the view, and of course here we also have the room. It is perfectly nice. Is it winning any luxury awards? Probably not. You know, but again, this is kind of what I call standard corporate luxury. So you have the woods, you have the leathers, they're all kind of in these neutral color tones designed to not be offensive. You have these gorgeous lamps. These are really pretty. But then you notice like you have all the furnishings covered with metal finishes, which are all designed to withstand the, nicks and bumps and scrapes that come with heavy used furniture like at hotel furniture. You have this kind of posh velvet couch, which is looking a little used, but it's holding up fairly well. And you have these cushions, you have a nice little table where you can sit down, and you have a standard hotel room. But it's nice. I mean, really, honestly, beautiful light. And of course, the moneymaker is the views. Let's go check out the bathroom. All right, so we are now in the bathroom. This is a very spacious bathroom. Got a sink. We have some amenities right here. And yeah, I mean, the lighting is kind of nice. And let's see. Oh, look at this. We have a bidet. We love ourselves a good bidet. We have a coffin tub. It's so nice you can lay here. I mean, it does feel, Glenn said that it feels a little dated. It does feel a little dated. It is not as modern as a Sofitel, but it'll do. When you get to know the perks that come with this, we got $125 Canadian credit to our hotel room, and we also got an upgrade. We got early check-in, and we can't beat this location. I mean, you're just in this incredible location. It's just really, that's McGill University over there, some of the campus. See some of the students walking. Just really beautiful, really, really beautiful. The gym, it kind of made me feel sad, and I don't know why. It seems like there used to be a really nice luxury spa here that maybe closed down. The gym itself was nice because there was space, lots of treadmills and bikes and row machines, all with very nice views of the city, tons of natural light. There's also a separate weight room. I hate it when hotels make a gym an afterthought, but here they gave some attention and made it a solid workout space. But there was also a lot of additional empty space with a pool that was empty. That made me feel weird and sad, like a business had just closed down and then the jacuzzi was working, but it felt so detached and in a weird place. I feel like this place has potential for like yoga classes, and they could also enhance it with all the extra space to make it a really nice actual gym that sells memberships to locals. I think locals would join. They already love the bar and lounge, so I think this could be a really popular place. The restaurant at the Omni Le Petit Opus Cafe was a perfect space for breakfast in the morning. It had all the standard hot and cold fare you could want. The food was of excellent quality and the staff were also fast and attentive. We also had room service one night and that was equally good. I give the food and beverage component of this hotel very high marks. All right, it's time for the final verdict. After staying here, there's a couple of things we want to talk about, including the strengths. The biggest strength by far that the Omni Hotel has is the location. This is an unbeatable location. You have instant access to so many wonderful things in Montreal. You're minutes away from McGill University. You're minutes away from high shopping, high dining, or fine dining. You're minutes away from Montreal. You're minutes away from top-tier museums. You cannot beat this location. When you combine that with a spacious apartment and a gym and free breakfast in the morning, as well as a wonderful lounge and bar area and a nice restaurant with excellent staff, those are some pretty serious strengths to consider. Now let's look at some of the cons. Some of the cons are minor inconveniences. We had leaky faucets in our bathroom that just seemed to annoy the heck out of us. And when I start looking at things a little bit closer, I noticed that there was a lot of wear and tear on the furniture. There was a lot more wear and tear everywhere I looked, and that can dampen the luxe feel, you know what I mean? Also, the gym, while it was spacious and had tons of equipment, it also felt disjointed, and that pool was empty. Now, the pool is not a big deal because I'm not here to swim, but it just again kind of detracted from the luxe feel of the Omni. Would I recommend the Omni? In an absolute heartbeat. When you combine it with the Amex travel perks that we got, the early check-in, the free breakfasts, the $125 Canada dollar credit that we used for one night of room service and several tips, it's a no-brainer. This is a great hotel. I would give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. If they just gave it a refresh, I think that they would have a truly outstanding, perfect 5-star property. But again, you can't beat the location. The strengths just outweigh any minor inconveniences, and this is definitely a place you want to give some serious consideration if you're looking for a nice place to stay when visiting Montreal. We are here at the McCord Stewart Museum. It is a fantastic museum in that it showcases native Quebec culture as well as the French-Canadian Quebec culture. And it's a really great way of getting to understand the culture from the point of view of the Quebecois. Here they have an amazing exhibition on fashion and photography from the 1990s onward that showcases Quebec photographers who specialize in fashion, cinematography, and music. And it's really incredible. We're going to step in. I'm going to show you a little bit of what that's about. There's also an exhibition on Norman Parkinson, who, if you know Vogue magazine, his DNA is in it, and he's incredible. You're going to love it. I'm going to showcase a little bit of that. And then, of course, what's also great about this is if you're looking to learn a little bit about the First Peoples from Quebec and Canada, they also have a permanent exhibition here on Indigenous culture, which is something that you definitely should make time to see. The fashion exhibition that showcased Quebec fashion and photography and kind of like this very hip understanding of it, how it started in the 90s and how it captured the 90s ethos. Like, you look at these photographers and you look at what they were capturing and what they were presenting, and it was this entire vibe of 90s, like glamour grunge and just all of this stuff that made the 90s such a special time of life, like that made it a special decade. It's really present strongly with these photographers and in that space with that exhibition. I thought the exhibition was masterfully curated. They really evoked the emotion and the drama and the specialness that made the 90s something incredible. And even beyond that, like the aughts and the teens. And it's amazing. There was one part of the exhibition where a cinematographer was talking, and I forget the name. She was mentioning how like small Quebec is, but even in that small space, through working together as artists, they were able to create this groundswell of innovation, cultural innovation that spread throughout the world in fashion and in music and in cinematography and in advertising, and how it all just kind of came together in that way. I thought that was really so inspiring and so beautiful. And the way that it was presented electrified me. I mean, you walk in and you're just like bombarded with these colors and this music and these images of like beautiful people and expressing themselves in these very powerful and unique ways. And I thought the Norman Parkinson exhibition was really great because it shows you the power that one artist has to affect the brand of a magazine. Like, you look at Vogue and his DNA is embedded in it in huge chunks, you know, from the editorial photographs and essays to the way models posed to how fashion was presented in a narrative, a story. You see Norman Parkinson everywhere today, especially in magazines like Vogue or even like in perfume ads or movies. It's really, really incredible. And then I thought the exhibition on the First Peoples was also very respectful. There's like a very basic level of like, this is who they are, this is what they're about, this is what they want, this is what they need, and very beautiful way of being introduced to the First Peoples of Canada, where you can connect with the culture and find meaning through it and have a rudimentary level of who they are and what they're about. And I thought that was really incredible too.
I feel like there was a thread through all of the different exhibitions that just reminded me about how short life is, how precious life is, how much our lives are impacted by the things that happen to us, I think, over time and when we're young, and the impressions they leave on us, the scars they leave on us. And it's just a very moving experience today, more than I didn't expect that, you know. But I think it's important when you come to museums like this to just come in with an open mind and an open heart and an open spirit, and just be present and let the work speak to you and the environment speak to you.
Lots of construction in downtown Montreal, but look at the public art that covers it up. Isn't that cute? It's cute, right? After the McCord Stewart Museum, we went back to the hotel, which was just steps away, to freshen up a little bit, and then we headed down the street towards Place Ville, which is honestly one of the most dynamic places happening right now in downtown Montreal. It's a central hub, bustling with shopping, restaurants, and culture. It's a really fascinating place to give you a pulse of what's happening in downtown Montreal. And right next to Ville Marie is Montreal's Gare Centrale, or Central Station, which is a great location if you're looking to get away, or if you're taking train from the States. It's just right there. It's a great location. If you're looking to get into the mix and the hubbub and action of downtown Montreal, check out Place Ville Marie. So one of the wow moments of Ville Marie is the ring. It's an obvious wow moment. It's undeniable. And no, I'm not talking about the horror movie, The Ring, though it might just haunt your aesthetic dreams. Floating effortlessly above Place Ville Marie, this nearly 100-foot wide halo glows at night and frames the sky like a portal to another dimension. It's both a literal and symbolic centerpiece. It ties together the underground city below and the urban hubbub above. People come here to chill, take selfies, people watch, and just soak in the downtown creative vibes. The ring represents unity and connection, echoing Montreal's vibe of Francais and English, old and new, edgy and elegant. All of it comes together. That is Montreal at its core. At night, with the city lights twinkling, it becomes magical. It's not just art, it's a total vibe, a beacon, and honestly, the ring is a major culture flex. But that's not all. Look out also for Monsieur PinK. This is what I feel Montreal does better than anyone in North America. It's great public art. Mr. PinK is a wonderful example of how it gets you to stop, smile, and engage. This flamboyant public sculpture, who's basically Montreal's unofficial mascot of fabulousness, was created by artist Marc Seguin. He's got style, sass, and that je ne sais quoi. He's a bold reminder to not take life too seriously. Take a moment to have some fun. Strike a pose, take a selfie. Monsieur PinK demands it. Did you also know that Ville Marie has an underground complex for shopping and eating? Yep. With glass ceilings, you get tons of natural light pouring in, letting you wander from store to store to do some shopping or even having a bite to eat, as there are many eateries down below. It's also perfect for the wintertime when you don't want to be outside. So catty-corner from Ville Marie is the unmissable grandeur of Mary, Queen of the World Cathedral, a stunning piece of Renaissance revival right in downtown. It's modeled after St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. Mary, the cathedral, is all about grandeur. Check out those bronze statues of the saints, that gorgeous dome. It's free to enter, where you can enjoy the gilded arches, the epic murals, and stillness that hushes even in the city's hum. We would have walked in, but we had dinner reservations. We ate at Keg Steakhouse that was just next to Monsieur PinK. And because it's summer, we ate outside, which is such a treat for people watching. I'm telling you, this whole area, this whole complex of Ville Marie is just hubbubbing. It's buzzing like little bees. This is a popular place, Keg Steakhouse, so I recommend making a resi. We had the lobster bisque and fried cauliflower. Both were immediate yeses. But the coup de grace was the steaks. Oh Lord, those steaks. Oh, that filet mignon seared to perfection. It was a delicious masterpiece. The staff were also attentive and fast. Keg Steakhouse is a 5-star experience. You can't go wrong. After dinner, night crept on us, transforming Ville Marie into a magical nighttime carnival of colorful lights. This is what I love about downtown too. At night, it just gets so nice, so fun, like nighttime carnival vibe. Walking the main area, we discovered Cite Memoire, which tells a story of Montreal on the building walls. They project like a full artistic movie where you can see it, read the byline, read the whatever you call those subtitles. There's an app where you can see all the movies at the various locations in Montreal. Check out that in my description for the link. I can't even speak. It was a wow moment and yet another example of how Montreal excels at public art. After that wonderful experience, we walked back to the hotel, walking along Rue Sainte-Catherine, which again is just such a magical place at night. Summer nights in Quebec just hit different. They're wild and alive, crackling with energy. Musicians were jamming on the streets. People were just buzzing with excitement. We marveled at the old architecture that was lit up. Montreal felt so alive and warm, and we were so excited that this was only day one with so much more to explore and share. Stay tuned.